Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following NFL matches that is happening on Monday, November 13th, 2023. We will be providing our team, total, and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. In the upcoming game between Denver Broncos versus Buffalo Bills, the Denver Broncos defense delivered a standout performance when facing the reigning Super Bowl champions. They held the champions to a mere 3 out of 10 successful third down conversions, restricting them to just 274 total yards and preventing any touchdowns. Over their last 2 games, the Broncos defense has demonstrated remarkable consistency by allowing their opponents to score an average of only 13 points per game. This is a substantial improvement from earlier in the season when they were allowing a league-worst 28.3 points per game. Additionally, the Denver defense has been giving up an average of 405.9 total yards to opposing teams, nearly 30 yards more than the next-ranked defense. Their sack count stands at just 17, which is the 3rd lowest in the league, and they've managed to secure only 7 interceptions. On the offensive front, the Denver Broncos have yet to achieve eye-catching results, but they have shown signs of progress. In their last 2 games, they've averaged 21.5 points per game. In their latest victory, they gained 240 yards, with a significant contribution of 153 yards coming from their running game, led by Javonte Williams, who had his season high with 85 yards. Williams is the leading rusher on the team with 357 rushing yards but has not yet scored a rushing touchdown, although he did catch a touchdown pass in a game against the Chiefs. Throughout the season, the Broncos have averaged 302.1 yards and 21.5 points per game. Their passing attack ranks 25th in the league, with an average of just 185.4 yards per game. Russell Wilson, the Broncos quarterback, currently sits 23rd in the NFL with 1,613 passing yards, although he is 5th in the league with 16 touchdown passes. The Buffalo Bills have experienced a setback in their high expectations with 3 losses in their last 5 games. In their recent game against the Bengals, they managed only 317 total yards of offense, with a mere 63 rushing yards. Over the season, they have averaged 370.2 yards per game, ranking 5th in the league, and have achieved 108.1 rushing yards per game, also ranking 5th in the league. Josh Allen, the Bills quarterback, threw for 258 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception in the last weekend's loss. This was the first time in his last 6 starts that he did not throw at least 2 touchdown passes, although it marked his 5th consecutive game with an interception. Allen's 9 interceptions are tied for the most in the league. The Bills rank 5th in passing yards as well, averaging 262.1 per game. On the defensive side, the Buffalo Bills rank 5th in points allowed, conceding an average of 17.4 points per game. However, they allow an average of 334 total yards per game, which places them 18th overall, and 114.4 rushing yards. In their recent game against the Cincinnati Bengals, the Bills allowed 397 yards, with 343 of those through the air. In terms of turnovers, the Bills have an even record with 14 takeaways and 14 turnovers. They have recorded 29 sacks so far this year, maintaining their 5th place ranking in the league for that category. The last meeting between these 2 teams occurred in 2020, with the Bills winning decisively with a score of 48-19, both straight up, SU, and against the spread, ATS, as -6 favorites at Denver. As of their current form, both teams have experienced disappointing seasons. Russell Wilson has shown signs of regression each week, and Josh Allen, while performing reasonably well, continues to make costly mistakes for his team. Neither team has been particularly reliable against the spread this season. The Broncos are currently on a hot streak, with consecutive SU and ATS wins, while the Bills are 0-5 ATS in their last 5 games, 3 of which were played at home. Based on recent performance, it seems likely that Denver will keep the game close, although a win might be a stretch. Therefore, it is recommended to bet on the Denver Broncos with the points. This season, the two offenses have combined for an average of 48.2 points per game. However, their recent performance indicates a significant drop, with an average of 39.3 points in their last 3 games. This suggests that both offenses are experiencing a slump as the season takes its toll and mistakes become more noticeable. The Bills might also be without Stefon Diggs, who is dealing with a back injury and has had limited practice. Even if he plays, he is likely to be limited in action, which would significantly impact the Bills' offense. Additionally, Allen's shoulder injury is hampering Buffalo's offensive capabilities. All these factors make it hard to be impressed with the performance of either of these teams, making an underbet a prudent choice.